Welcome back, everybody. I am flanked by two very, very accomplished people here, and they are promoting youth empowerment, and they represent the Caribbean Regional Youth Council. And they told me that there's a special acronym for it so they don't have to use the name all the time.
Correct.
And what is that acronym?
CRIC.
CRIC, right,
Yes,
so we
sir.
make things easy. With me this morning, it's Onika Stellenberg, who is a board member of the Information and Communication Department of the Caribbean Regional Youth Council, as well as Kimberly Gilbert, who is also a board member, Training and Development Department of the Caribbean Regional Youth Council, CRIC. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Carrie.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
So first off, let's go into what the organization is. Tell us all about the CRIC. Let me make life a
Well,
little easier.
let's
CRIC.
just start off there. Well, first of all, good morning to all of our viewers, everybody watching online or wherever at home.
Yep, that's right.
CRIC is an independent, democratically elected youth governing body of young people across the region. We represent youth networks, youth-led national organizations, as well as national youth councils in the Caribbean and the Americas. We have two major goals, which are to ensure we have improved participation and advocacy on main youth issues. So whatever the issues are that are plaguing youth or championing the cause of youth across the region, that is the work that CRIC does, as well as strengthened youth networks, because we may have individuals in Trinidad. Kimberly's from Trinidad and I'm
Right.
from Guyana.
Right.
And so with the National Youth Councils, CRIC forms that bridge and that familiar relationship that brings them all together, so we can work across the region to ensure that we can empower young people regardless of where they are. So if you're coming from San Fernando, if you're coming from Alboiston in Georgetown, Kingston in Jamaica, everybody can come together and they can work to really champion their issues.
To working together toward achieving a common goal.
Yes.
And that's what I think is so important. You know, nowadays, unity is so very much needed. And you know, the council is one that I guess, you know, that's one of the underlining factors that makes it successful and what it is today.
Especially because we're a ground-up approach to youth work and youth development. So one of the things that we did leading up to the event that we're here to promote, which is the Caribbean Youth Leaders Summit, we did something called We Family, Advancing We Caribbean, the SDG 8 agenda. And we asked these youth councils and other youth organizations to host a focus group discussion on the topic of SDG 8, which is decent work and economic growth. And they got young people from different walks of life, different abilities, and we're able to go through the focus group discussion with them. And the results of that we're promoting and sharing at the summit that we're hosting.
Now I'm hearing all these things, summit. Tell
Yes.
me what the summit itself is. Your sixth one.
Yes.
And so tell us, you know, all about the summit and,
Yes.
you know, what we can expect.
The beautiful thing about the summit, which is the 6th Caribbean Youth Leaders Summit, is that at the 3rd Caribbean Youth Leaders Summit, CRIC was given birth. So now it's like an honor to be able to host the event that actually gave life to the organization
Right.
that you're a part of. This year we're focusing on decent work and economic growth, and we're promoting not just youth empowerment, but economic empowerment for young persons and building synergies towards promoting a sustainable Caribbean.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, but
It is a mouthful, but we have a very strong advisory team, we have a
Right.
very strong committee, and we've been working on it for several months now, and now it's execution time, and I think that's the most exciting part because we have young people coming from 18 different Caribbean
Wow.
countries.
Yes.
Yes, French speaking as well as English speaking, to be able to be a part and promote. And one of the goals of this, we're creating a strategic action plan, or at least we're starting to. So while the summit is going on, we do have people working in the background to
Right.
get the reports and everything ready. So I have to say thanks to them as well.
Oh,
So the strategic action plan is a regional action plan that we want that any youth organization can just take, go to their government, go to a private entity, and try to work towards achieving what the young people of this region, the grassroots, because it started from the dialogue sessions all the way up. We love the bottom-up approach because if we're not just ticking boxes.
Exactly, you know, and I love the approach that you're taking because it seems to me so progressive.
Yes.
That you're not just letting things stay stagnant, you know, somebody come and they speak and the information stays there, but things are being in real time updated,
Yeah. Yes.
reported,
Yes.
and things logged in such a way that, you know, all the information can be obtained, yes, but also used.
Well, that's
and
what you get when
utilized
you
in-
work with youth youth. So
Yeah.
that is one thing we like to push for. We bring our energies and we bring our passion and we really invest it into whatever we're doing. So when we come and we speak, persons can understand and appreciate that we're speaking from a place of knowledge and we're
Yes.
speaking
Right.
from a place of experience. So when we bring forward our action plans and whatever comes out of the summit, they know this isn't just young people coming to talk, but this is information that came from the ground up. So now governments are now more empowered to engage young people.
Right.
Private sector can now come to do better projects, and we can create other projects that we want to work on as well.
Definitely. And for the summit, there should be some notable speakers. Would you like to share who some of them would be?
Yes, we do. We have Ozzy Warwick. He'll be talking about decent work and economic growth. One of our partners, which is ILO, we have Diego Rai, who will be speaking as well. We do have the Honorable Minister, Shamfa Kojo, who will be coming and addressing us as well. So we do have several persons in the mix. We have Lacey Ann Bartley, who is an entrepreneur from Jamaica.
Right.
They do wood and so forth. We have Miss Michelle Small Bartley from CARICOM, Terry Ann Gilbert Roberts, Donat Eversley, Henry Charles. And the list goes on and on
Yes.
and on, yeah.
I could only imagine.
Yeah, and even locally here we have an entrepreneur from Travi, the travel agency.
Right, yes.
Yeah, Casey Peters and his team. So we're really looking forward to working with persons who have a good, they don't just talk the talk, but they're about the talk. And I must say that this is all thanks to our partners, Caribbean Development Bank, the Commonwealth Secretariat, International Labour Organization, of course, the government of Trinidad and Tobago, through the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs.
Wow, with so
Yes.
much support there,
Yes.
you know, it must be a resounding
Yes,
success.
yes,
You know, the
yes.
support and the hard work and the real time effort that is put into it to make sure that whatever is discussed and whatever is brought forth in this is actually brought to fruition and put into practice as well.
Yes.
Of course, what would you say is the main takeaway you would like to be achieved from the summit?
Well, I think one of the main things we want to happen coming out of this summit, one is for young people to truly understand what it means to be economically empowered. So it's not necessarily going out there and joining a workforce, but it could be creating something where people can join. So you might be creating an industry or you might be building something that you already have. So it's not just also getting a job, but what a decent job is, what decent wages are, what are some things that we should consider when looking for jobs or when creating jobs, as well as partnerships. We really want to put partnerships out because no one individual can do it by themselves.
Right.
And especially if you're in the business world, you do need to have partnerships. So we're looking to forge partnerships across the region with our partners as well, with our sponsors who are here, because while they may have already sponsored the conference, they are looking for things post-summit to really continue to be engaged with young people. So
Definitely.
the action plan, the partnerships, and really a very good understanding of, what decent work and economic empowerment is about.
And ladies, just before we close off, how do young people get involved and actually attend the summit?
So we have several ways of involvement. You can find us on Instagram at Crick Youth, Twitter at Crick Youth. We're on Facebook as well as the Caribbean Regional Youth Council. You can follow our pages, as well as the pages of some of our national youth council. For example, the Trinidad Youth Council, Tobago Youth Council, Jamaica National Youth Council, Guyana National Youth Council, Anguilla National Youth Council, and the list goes on.
Like every single Caribbean
Yes.
country.
And
right?
the Ministry
Not every single, we're getting there.
The Ministry of Youth and Sport Affairs will also be sharing some of the work that we have.
Yes.
Everything that we're doing, they're partnering this, so they'll be sharing it on their platforms as well. We hope to come back here on this program to tell you
Yes,
what
we would
happened.
love to find
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Yes, to tell you what happened after the fact. So there are tons and tons of ways persons can get involved. Just look for the hashtag CYLS 2020 SDG 8 and you will get all of the information happening.
Fantastic. And with that, ladies, I would like to thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you for having
Onika
us.
Stellenberg, Board Member, Information and Communication Department, as well as Kimberly Gilbert, Board Member, Training and Development Department, both of the Caribbean Regional Youth Council, CRIC. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.